This is day 5, I guess. Facebook Live challenge, 30-day challenge for podcasting. So yesterday I talked about 2 different things that would separate you from 3/4 of the podcasters out there. They're both audio related. There's one other thing that you can do that doesn't require any equipment or any software or anything other than effort to differentiate yourself from, I would say, 90% of the podcasters out there, if not maybe even more. And it's a theme that came up in conversation I had today for another podcast where she interviewed me on how to switch from the 9 to 5 into a more meaningful lifestyle, and how to break away from that 9 to 5 matrix, which is one of the things obviously I preach about at length. And the thing that came up was consistency. And this is going to apply for podcasters especially, but really for everybody and anyone who is trying to differentiate themselves in a marketplace. And I see it happen time and time again with podcasting specifically. And it's one of the areas that I made a particular area of focus for me, and I still struggle with it. And that's being consistent, allowing people to know that you're going to be there each and every single week. If you make a commitment to post a podcast every single day, then you need to understand what that commitment is and be prepared to post every single day, no matter what. In my case, I do it weekly, so I'm committed to once a week, every week, consistently having some kind of content out there for my listeners. It hasn't always been easy. There's many times it's been a struggle, and the best way to do that for me from the podcasting perspective is to have multiple episodes already backlogged and having episodes to fall back on. But in the realm of real life and in business, really that consistency, it's really important in everything that you do, any kind of business. When people can count on you and know that you're going to show up, that differentiates you from most other people just showing up. It's something, as a contractor and working construction, it's something that I would hear all the time. It's like, oh wow, you actually showed up. Oh wow, you actually gave me the proposal that I was looking for. So many times people just didn't show up, just didn't follow through. And if you can do that, if you can consistently show up, be there every day, even if it's not your best effort, even if it's times when you don't want to, when times are tough, even when it's not your best product, when people can rely on you, then you become known for that thing. And that's really been evident for me doing this 30-day challenge. Having to do this every single day is really tough, but hopefully by the time it's all said and done, there'll be some consistency there, and hopefully it'll be a little bit easier, and hopefully that can take what I've learned from this experience and then translate that into more of what it is I'm trying to do and more of the mission I'm trying to get out there. But just like Gary Vee, he's not really selling anything new, but he is consistent. He is in your face every single day, day in, day out. You can always count on him to be there. You can always count on him to share that same message. And so that's really what I'm trying to do with this 30-day challenge and with the podcast, is to keep showing up every single day and to be somebody that can be relied on to give good content and good information. So that's my spiel. I came up and we talked at length about it today on the podcast, and man, it just seems to really hold true. Just show up and do it consistently, and you'll be better than 90% of the folks out there. So that's my spiel for today. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about microphones, because we talked about audio quality, and the 2 aspects that I told you about yesterday really make a big difference. But at the end of the day, really, you got to have a good microphone. If you don't have a good microphone, then you're going to struggle, or at least you're not going to have the quality. And so I'm going to talk about both aspects of the microphone, both doing it virtually or remote broadcasting, and then obviously in person as well. So that's my thing. We'll catch you tomorrow. Thank you for your time. See you next week, or see you tomorrow. Bye.